students, this is the fifth example of asterisk pattern printing and for loop exercises, right? Think about this. Can you try this to print this kind of asterisk pattern and identify the logic behind this? Actually, that is important, right? This is my previous example. I want to commit these changes into GitHub. Right. Go to check changes. Pattern 4. I commit. Now I want to push to GitHub. Push. Right. Until it push, I will explain how we print this kind of for loop. Right? This for loops also has same logic. First identify in most out of the example, right? Think about how many iterations you want to print in a for loop. Think about this also 20, right? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, like that. I use 20. This can use for that purpose, right? Not these two. Think about this. In first part, this example, we need to space printing in first line, right? First, we need to print some spaces in this line, right? Print spaces, and those spaces must increment, right? We can use this, right? We can use this for loop for that, and not decrementing, it should incrementing. Start from 0, less than, and plus plus. In first time, think about this. I is 0, then check I less 0 is less than 20, yeah, that is true. Then comes to this part, j is 0, 0 less than 0 is false, not printing any spaces, right? In first line, no spaces. If you want to print one space as first line, make this less than or equal, right? But in first line, I don't need any spaces, right? No spaces here. But when you comes to second mean I is 2, right? Then j is 0, I is 2. 0 is less than 2, yeah, that is true. That this will execute, then increment by 1. 1 is less than 2, yeah, that also true. Then 2 lines, 2 spaces print, then 2, then j will be 2. 2 is less than 2, false. Only 2 lines, right? 0 to 2, not 0, then 1, then 2, like that, right? This will help to print this space pattern, right? We actually use this line by line, right? In first line, no spaces and print 20 spaces, right? Now I use this for printing asterisks, right? First 20 asterisks, then 19, 18, 17, 16, like that until 1. That means I use 20 to greater than minus. Think about this. First line, j is 20. 20 is greater than 0. Yeah, that is true. Then asterisk can space print. Second time, 19. 19 is greater than 0. That also true. Then this line will execute, right? That way, when you comes to 0, 0 greater than 0 is false, this will not execute, right? After executing these two for loops, that means spaces and pattern, asterisk sign, next line we start from new line, right? That's why I use this one. Okay, right, check that. Right, now we print. I think now you have idea and identifying logic, right? The knowledge about logic, that is the most important part. Identify the logic behind this, right? Okay, I will explain it again. First you have to identify, first you have to have a knowledge your program run top to bottom, right? Top to bottom, that means start from here to end from here, right? Start, if I call this method in main method, this will execute, right? Otherwise this will not run. Think about this, your method will execute in main method. This time I call this, right? That's why this part execute top to bottom. Then this for loop mean it contain all the things, right? Within this for loop has one for loop for incrementing spaces and second for loop decrementing asterisk, right? Then console.write line we use for line separation. That's it. I think now you have good idea about this, right? Knowledge is important for practicing this kind of exercises, right? Okay, let's commit these changes into GitHub. Check changes. Pattern 5. Actually these are pyramid, right? Pyramid type example. We just mention it as pattern. It doesn't matter, right? Push your changes, right? That's it for this lesson. Let's move into next lesson.